Me sing, every pressure you illiterate and foolish, you might on a Hello, my geniuses. How are you doing? My geniuses, I missed you, missed you, missed you. How are you? I know you're longing to see me, right? And you were worried and wondering, oh, what is happening? But guess what? I am right here with you. Yes, I took a little break, but I am back. And I missed you, missed you, missed you too. All right, so I know that you are having exams now, right? And I just couldn't let you go and do your exam without giving my geniuses some exam tips. Because guess what? You will have to ace this. Yes, and I know you will because I am your teacher, right? All right, so now you're having exams, right? It's coming on to the end of the school year. So whatever it is, whether you're in college, you're in university, you're at elementary school, you're in primary school, even kindergarten, because they have graduation as well. They graduate and they go into first grade, right? Yes. So, my geniuses, now the first thing you have to do before an exam is to get a good night's rest. You must get a good night's rest. You know why? If you sleep well, you're going to perform well. It is proven, and I guarantee that. So when you sleep, you'll relax, you'll ease the stress, and you'll be perfectly fine for tomorrow morning, the next day when the exam is, right? The next tip I have for you is ensure that you eat a healthy breakfast. Yes, please do not eat any donuts or fried chicken or soda. Stay away from those. For those of you who are in the Caribbean, ensure that you drink some porridge, whether it be cornmeal porridge. My grandmother used to tell me, Cadian, that is good for your brain. So whether it be cornmeal porridge or mini corn porridge, your plantain porridge, whatever. If you're in America, I know you love your grits, so go ahead with your grits. But wherever you are, fruits are just common, right? So fruits would be a good thing to have for your breakfast. And you can't go wrong with eggs and sausages, right? Yes, so protein and fruits. You can have some fruit juice as well, but make sure you have a healthy breakfast, okay? Now, arrive on time. I was going to say early. Did you see that? Yes, arrive early, but not too early. Yes, so on time, because guess what? You might go too early and freak yourself out. I don't want you to freak out. I want you to be so confident. I want you to be there blooming and brilliant and excited. So don't go too early, because you might have those naysayers who are outside and their job is to make sure that you get nervous. So they'll be like, oh, did you study did you study the biology? Did you study the parts of the human body? Oh, I don't remember what's the name of the right shoulder. I don't remember where the humerus is. You don't want that. So don't go too early. Okay, my geniuses? Yes. No. Make sure that you relax. As calm and cool as cucumber. Even if it's a storm coming, you will not be perturbed because you are ready for this. So make sure you are relaxed and ready to go. Now, read and reread for understanding. That's your next tip. Most times, if you read something once, you may not get what it is fully saying, right? And I do not want you to be circling when the instruction says underline, right? So make sure that you read. And if it is a multi-step math problem, right? Make sure that you go through it at least 3 times. So the first time you just go ahead and read. The next time you underline your key terms, your key words, those key numbers. The next time you just look at the other part of it, because there's always a tricky part. So you'll have 3 steps in that problem, sometimes 2, but mostly they want to see how smart you are, so they'll try to make it complicated. Don't be perturbed by that. You've got this. Okay? So remember, read and reread for understanding. Now, my geniuses, if it's a multiple choice, right? If it's a multiple choice question, I want you to do what is called a process of elimination. There are always 2 answers that are extremely close. They want to trick you, but you will not be tricked. And there are always 2 answers that are extremely far away from it. So they might say to you, what color was the pig in the story? I'm giving an example. My examples are so weird, right? What color is the pig in the story? No color was mentioned in the story, right? And they have pink, blue, black, and white. No, from my understanding or culturally, I know that pigs can either be black or white, right? But pink and blue, so right immediately, right away, you know that you eliminate pink and blue pig, unless you're gonna paint that pig, which of course not. So now you're left with black or white. But in the story, they may have mentioned something about, the beam reflecting on the pig, and you could see the darkness of it. Once you hear about darkness, you know they're talking about a black pig, right? Where do I get these examples? Anyhow, yeah. But yes, there are always 2 answers that are extremely close and 2 that are far. Now, your next tip is, if it's an essay, think. Make sure that you have a brilliant start. Grab them with that start. Let them read it and their mouth is like, oh my gosh, really? Yes. So make sure your start is like the bomb and your ending must be flawless, because let me give you a little secret. Most times, and this is not cheating, my geniuses, I am just teaching you to be smart, okay? But make sure the essay is really good. Make sure it's a good story. The narrative should hit. The stimulus should be on point. Mention it. Don't let them ask you about going to the doctor and you're going to write about going to the doctor and going to the restaurant. Focus on going to the doctor, okay? So yes, make sure it's on point, my geniuses. And sometimes they have so many stories to read that they'll read the introduction and they'll read the conclusion. So they'll read the beginning and the end. And if it's really good, voila, you got 100 there, A, or 1 in CXC. Yes. Now, your next tip is, my geniuses, be confident, be bold, be brilliant, be you. Confidence. If you have that, you have won, you have passed your exam even before you started. But make sure you go in there and do well. My geniuses, my next tip is, do not discuss the test with your friends after you've left the exam room. You know why? They're going to probably rock your brain a little. They're going to tell you, oh, number 1 was 72 and you wrote apple for the answer. And then you're going to be wondering if they were correct or you were correct. The exam is over and done. You don't have time for that drama. You did well because I am your teacher, well, one of your teachers, so you have nothing to worry about. So don't listen to the outside chatter, okay? Yes. Your next tip and your final tip is, which is number 10. await your positive result, my geniuses. If you have followed all those tips that I gave you, there is absolutely no way that you will not be of a great success. I guarantee it. Yes. Now, my geniuses, it was such a pleasure being back and talking to you. Please remember, look in that mirror daily. Tell yourself, you're bold, you're beautiful, you're brilliant, you're confident, you're handsome, you're talented. The world is yours and you can conquer it. Be great. And in so doing, remember, if you have nothing good to say about people, say absolutely nothing at all. Did you remember to grab a copy of my book, The Immigrant Child, off Amazon? I hope so. But if you have not done so, just jump on Amazon and type in The Immigrant Child. Of course, you'll see my name popped up. And here is my picture at the back. So yes, I wrote this book just for you. So make sure that you grab a copy, okay? Take care of yourself and I'll see you next time. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Thank you for joining Reading Unlimited with KDN, and it's always a pleasure to have you. Have a great day. Bye. Illiterate and foolish, I